Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, of whom there are many present, my name is George Allen, and the organisers have asked me to say a few words to introduce this afternoon's proceedings.
Your Majesty, I'll take it with thanks. You will not regret this decision. I believe they will be talking about this 400 years hence.
Oh, what rubbish the man talks! 400 years? Pah! Silence!
Good. How are you feeling about today?
Oh, fine. I don't have any responsibility much.
Right,
It's these guys that have got all the responsibility. I'm just looking after the gate. So,
Okay,
in
cool.
fact, my duties don't start for a while yet.
Right.
So I'm quite calm.
And you are looking forward to the event.
Oh yes.
Fantastic.
Yes, we've been looking forward to this since January.
That's fantastic.
Stage, the maximum height of the arch will be 3,350 millimeters, so yeah, more than 3 meters, and it will be spanning like 10 meters. So that's where the stage will be, and otherwise in depth, in width, and it will be like more or less 10 meters or so. So it's quite a big structure, but we have shrink it down, like, because at first we had it really big, and so that wouldn't have been possible for us.
Right. Now, John, today is the 10th.
Yes.
Now, you've got 19 days.
Yes.
Obviously, you're still working on the model,
Yeah.
right? You haven't actually made the stage yet.
No, well, the actual stage is pre-made for us, and it's going to be assembled by a theatre company. So that's not going to be really our job. What we're a bit stressed with is actually timber merchants not delivering materials, and just a general waiting period of other people not coming up, because we are ready to do it in one-to-one. So this would be the pre-made stage, and this is the canopy that we are making around it, or shell if you want. Yeah, it's basically a grid shell structure.
Right. Why this shape? Why this design? Is there being inspired by something, or?
Students have been looking at the history of the New River and its significance to the communities that lie along its banks, all the way from Hertfordshire down into London and Islington. Following on from our studies and the investigation of perhaps using an event to mark the 400th anniversary of the New River, I had 5 students volunteer to work over the summer to come up with a concept for creating a canopy to house the actual event and stage the event.
Well, yeah, we arrived at it after a lot of different ideas and work. We kind of went from the idea of, because it's the new river, so of movement and ripples in the river and this kind of thing. Very dynamic shape.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good. Oh, you've turned it?
Yeah.
Very good.
And this is all the components. This is the most realistic one of them.
This is the most realistic one.
Yeah.
So what? Oh, I see. You're using these new cables to
Just
give
hold
it the right dimension.
Yeah.
Quite big.
It is quite big, but it's big enough to
So what's the-
house a stage 6 meters by 6 meters.
So what's the capacity underneath, people-wise?
Actors, 25, 30 actors.
We have named each component, so it will be when we get all the parts together, it will be like kind of a puzzle, like, and we just assemble it. And once we get the timber from this cardboard model, which is at 1:5 here, we are going to do the same, like with the 1:1 timber. Design the foot at 1:1 in card, and then use the card model to weld the plates together at the right angles and the right length to hold the structure.
Right.
So this should be happening next week. The welding, once we have
Right.
the timber.
Okay. So can you just ask what happened to your fingers?
Oh, yeah, that's
What do you
stress, we'll say.
Are we on time?
Yeah, we're nearly there. We're nearly recovered. Okay.
Don't look stressed. Huh?
Not at all. Not at all.
Okay, cool.
Kind of. We'll make it on time.
Are you sure?
Yes, we're determined.
The roster is really, really stretched, and someone has to put that in and just yank it in with a hammer. Ask someone for a hammer. There should be one downstairs or in the box.
I am tightening all the bolts, so just to make sure that it's absolutely fixed.
So what's going to happen? We pick it up in the middle of each side, and it will curve down to the corner. Okay? And we push up gradually, but very slowly and gently. And we listen out for any cracking noises, right? And we keep pushing up, and it will bend an enormous amount. It will look as if it's going to snap, but it won't. Okay? And we keep pushing up until the people in the corners then will start moving in slightly, and they've got to get as far as you can see these cables on the ground. You've got to get as far as the end of the cable, okay? When you're at the end of the cable, I'll come round and we'll attach the cable to a hook, which is in the corner of each of the triangles, okay? That's very important. I'll work on the inside probably at that time.
Still very disappointed about the whole thing. A lot of work, a lot of effort was put into it. It's just a shame, really. It would have been a nice attribution, I think, to the whole event. And yeah, it's kind of sad it didn't happen.
Well, that's pretty much it.
Disappointed?
Sorry?
Disappointed?
A little bit. I wanted to see my sister's work, and now it's this. That's all that's left. So.
Are you an engineer?
Yeah, I am.
Give me your point of view from an engineer's point of view.
I don't have a point of view.
Why not?
I'm not actually sure.
An engineer with no point of view? Impossible.
Yeah.
Hmm?
I don't know.
Come on, talk to me. Don't be shy.
Yeah, I think the wind broke it.
I thought we know that. Apart from the wind.
It needed more supports. Yeah,
Right.
that's my opinion. Yeah.
So all the elements were at maximum load, and I think you saw it in the film earlier that the beams around the perimeter have failed. You can see down here this beam has failed once, twice, 3 times here. That's a massive failure, and so the elements were just too small, and they had too greater loads on them.
How do you feel for your students?
I feel really bad.
So, but we are used to things changing in community theatre, changes all the time. So what we'll be doing is working around it, and the stage is going up. So we're going to have our rehearsal here and then move on to the stage. So it'll be fine, the show must go on.
We've been incredibly lucky today. You know, we've had a really lovely day in London, and the weather's been really fantastic, and you know, it's really fortunate because after this morning, when we were so disappointed, for students to pick themselves up and sort of get on with dismantling the broken structure, putting it away, and then getting everything ready for the performance. That was a massive effort. They were very disappointed.
The river finished, now flowing true. Long have we labored to see it through. Through wealth and courage, his cost and care. All hail Hugh Middleton, so true and fair. The river finished, now flowing true. Long have we laboured to see
long desired and prayed for this great work's perfection, and by the aid of heaven and good men's wishes, 'tis at length happily conquered by cost, art and strength.
I just wanted to close our proceedings today with a few thanks. I think you'll agree we've had the most unique and memorable occasion that I think King James and Hugh Middleton would have been very proud of. I just wanted to give a few thanks, first of all to the Tom Barnes and his brass sextet, whom we've just heard. And we heard them play their specially composed theme and fanfare for the New River. And I very much hope we're going to hear a lot more of that theme and a lot more of them. Thank you. Now, there are one or two other thanks I must pass on. Many hands have created this afternoon's entertainment, and I wanted start by thanking Robert Barnes, who's an architect who has led a team from London Metropolitan University Cass School of Art, Architecture and Design, based in the borough here in Holloway Road, for all their help, and particularly their students John Borberg, Vincent O'Connor, Alexandra Skula and Graham L. Wakil. Thank you.